Okay, so I was thinking about what I was going to do today, and I was thinking, will I be happy if I do that, or will I be miserable? And it's a really strong thought that crossed my mind, and I thought I'd make a video about it. I think it's very important that we carry activities day in, day out that are actually going to serve us well, and we're going to be happy about doing so. I remember when I was a kid, and I was at school in primary school and in secondary college, and I was just so miserable at times having to wake up early to go to school because I just didn't want to. And I was just so miserable, I didn't really want to go to school at all. And I didn't want to have that same attitude towards my entire life. So I thought something had to change, and I wanted to do something that was going to make me feel happy day in, day out. And once I left school, I went all the way to year 12 and all that, but once I left school, and I started doing this whole reselling thing, and it just sort of made me feel happy. And I was just happy to, start my own business venture, not a business per se, and just make money on my own terms. I just got my phone here because I wrote down a few notes and stuff. Like when I'm thinking about making video ideas and stuff, I jot them down on my phone. So yeah, like I was thinking, what am I going to be doing today? Like I'm gonna go thrifting. I'm gonna ride, do exercise, and things that I enjoy in that nature of exercise and stuff. I was gonna eat. Like I just love eating, um, and things like that. I was thinking, what am I gonna do that's gonna make me feel happy as opposed to sad today? And I think it's important to take action on the activities that are gonna make you enjoy life and feel happy as opposed to something that you have to do. I know there is times when you actually have to do something that you don't really enjoy doing that's going to ultimately make you live a happier life down the road, which is, okay. But I'm talking about other things that people do that they shouldn't really do, but they do it anyway because they think they have to do it, if that makes sense. Like, I'm going to use the cliche example of working a 9 to 5 job. Some people hate their job, but they go work it anyway. They think, I've got to make the money so I can use that money to pay for the life that I want to have. When what I want to do, in a way, and I guess there's a lot of you out there that want to do this too, is structure a life of doing things that you enjoy, but I don't want to be cemented into the position of thinking that way. And for me, doing this reselling thing and enjoying things that I like and still getting paid for it, that's just a win-win. But yeah, I love thrifting. It just releases that inner treasure hunter inside of you. It's really hard to explain if you're not a thrifter, but if you are a thrifter, it's really easy to relate to. And I just love that inner thrifter that comes out of you when you go to the thrift store and you find that real rare and gold mine item, and you have that in your possession. It's just crazy. And then it just sends these endorphins, and you just get this incredible feeling that rushes through your whole body. It's so hard to explain, but that's just something that makes me feel really happy. But it is true, like you're not going to be happy 100% of the time. There's going to be some moments in life where, it punches you in the face, and that's fair enough. You won't be happy in those situations, but what I want to try and do in my life is create a life that's a majority of the time making me feel happy as opposed to making me feel sad. But my main motivation to do well and make enough money for working for myself is mainly fueled behind the idea of having to work and slave away at a job for someone for that cliche 8 hours a day, that 9 to 5 job. Now, people are going to have different opinions about this, but my idea of it is that you're only bettering the boss's business and his life by working for them. But really, what is it actually going to do for you? But I think living through this era of human evolution at this time right now, I consider myself, and I think we should consider ourselves really grateful for the opportunity and the resources that we actually do have. And we have this powerful thing called the internet at our disposal. But since selling online for a couple of years now, and also since beginning this YouTube channel, I've barely scratched the surface, but I'm beginning to realize the potential of this thing called the internet. And I guess previous generations before there was the internet and before there was the other big phase before the internet, like these huge human advances in technology, they could argue that their time was much better than this time right now. And the same thing could be said for generations to come, which is probably going to be the case. They're going to think that their time is the best time that there is in the human history. And I guess that's just a human condition to think that. But I'm just truly grateful and really appreciate this thing that we call the internet, because generations before, if they wanted to start a business or some kind of business venture, they'd have to have such a huge capital of like $100,000 or something to open a restaurant or a bakery or some kind of, physical business. But you can start a business venture with basically $0. And if you go in the direction of thrifting and reselling, you can build that amount up to whoever knows what. But showing gratitude, for me, that just makes me feel happy. If I show gratitude and just truly appreciate the things that we already have, whether that's materialistic things or whether that's family and friends or things of that nature. Also, talking a bit further towards family and friends, connecting with people and building relationships makes me feel really happy as well. And this was actually proven in a study. They took a specific group of men and they studied their life from when they were 18 till throughout the whole lifetime. And they studied specific things about them, and those that had friends, family, and other people to kind of, communicate to and share like minded things with, they turned out to live longer lives, healthier lives, and it ultimately just had a more positive outcome to them in their life. And those unfortunate people who actually had no one and were lonely turned out to have less happiness in their life. But going back to gratitude again, I'm actually truly grateful for this platform called YouTube as well. Because since I started using this platform by making videos, it has given me the ability to connect and communicate and also build friendships with people all over the globe. And also, when I receive likes and kind comments on videos, it just makes me feel so good inside. But a couple of years back, I was always focusing on, getting the newest gadgets, the newest phones, wanting like this real nice car and stuff. And I was always searching and searching for, happiness in terms of materialistic things. And I think it's more important to step back and stop focusing on, all the things that you don't have, and show gratitude and appreciation for what you already have. Whether that's something simple in life, like being able to have a hot shower in the mornings and at night, being able to have food in the fridge, and having all these human necessities that we just kind of take for granted. All right, so I better cut the video short here before it ends up being super long. So I hope the message I tried sending across made somewhat sense to you all. But thanks for watching these videos, and I'm grateful for every one of you. So thanks again. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.